Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name's Adam, and today I'll be discussing how I create a social media content calendar with Notion. Just kind of the design and dashboard layout that I've used, and you can use it for yourself as well. So, with your social media content calendar, there's kind of three main tabs that you're going to have, and I'll walk through step by step with each one. So, the first tab is table, the second tab is by status, that's kind of your project tracker, and your third status is your calendar. That's really the kind of view of your content calendar, but they all sync with each other. So with the first one is your post title, that's your video title. The second is content type. That could be a story, a carousel, a short form video, a long form video, or even a live streaming if that works for your niche. The next is the status, where it falls into the pipeline. If it's in planning, video editing, ready to schedule for, etc. We'll dive deeper into that. And the next is platform. That could be Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, etc. Content pillars, that's like your kind of content strategy in the content types that you're looking to develop in. And your media notes, that's kind of like your video script that you're going to plan out before actually filming. All this other stuff like verticals, video objectives, publish date, that's kind of later on. And then yeah, that's basically it. The next tab is very important for you as well, is actually, so once you have this filled out, it goes to project status. So on your project status, it's like kind of like a pipeline, you could call it that, but from video idea to filming to video editing, ready to schedule, scheduled, and published. And what's really cool about here, so for example, this video right here, my complete morning routine for fat loss, I can actually move it here. If I click on it right now, it's an idea. I can move it to video editing, for example. And as you see here, it kind of populates. So each time you're working with your social media content calendar, your real goal is to move these video ideas from idea to filming, video editing, all the way to scheduled and ultimately published. So you can actually produce content on a consistent basis over the long term. The next view is calendar. This is your actual social media calendar. So this is obviously in the past, but October 17th, 2025. As you can see here, you have videos scheduled beforehand. So for example, if today was October 1st, 2025, we would plan out the entire month beforehand, like 3, 4, 5 weeks in advance into the future. So here are the videos that are planned to be scheduled. And this is hypothetically speaking, but as you can see here, it shows what type of content it is. If it's a short form, if it's a story, it could be a long form, etc., or even live streaming if it suits your kind of brand, I should say. That actually the platforms it's going to be distributed on, that could be Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, even Snapchat. And down here is the project status of each particular video. It's either published, video, editing, anything else. And we can actually customize it as well. So for example, if we were to click on it and then click on published, and then we can actually determine it, say, oh, this is actually not published. What this is, it's ready to schedule. So we scheduled it. And as you see, it comes up as yellow, ready to be scheduled. Yeah, and those are the three main ones that you need: table, status, and just hypothetically speaking, we're gonna actually do one just to show it in real time. So we're gonna call this test idea, and then we're gonna include some emoji. And the type of video that we're gonna do, it could be either a short form, it could be a carousel, image, story, long form, or live. We're gonna go with a reel or short. And in terms of the project status, we're gonna put this into filming. Just say we're ready to film, ready today, and so forth. We're going to put this into filming, and the platforms it's going to be distributed on would include YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And this is content pillar. Think of content pillars like a table. A table needs certain legs for it to stand on, and that's kind of your brand within your niche or niches. And for me, I have a couple. I have around 8. This is for my personal content creation for fitness and science-based fat loss. But in terms of the content pillars, do fat loss education. That's kind of the style of content I want to kind of dive into. In terms of the verticals, this is what I've created. There's different kind of verticals that you could do the content in. And what we're going to do for fat loss education, we're going to do a step-by-step. We're going to do a how I. So it's a step-by-step how I kind of method under fat loss education. As you kind of piece together these each kind of subtypes, right, you can kind of already curate the type of content it's going to be. So it's going to be a fat loss education, step-by-step kind of tutorial, and how I, just speaking how I personally do it myself, and kind of the video objectives This is down the road, but you can do it for yourself as you like. And the video objectives that I want is just social media engagements and profile views with the link in bio. I guess they kind of override each other, but within the settings here, if you go through to the video objective settings, you can actually change it to have a multi-select like the verticals. But I'm not going to do that now. And the publish date. So we'd say back to our calendar example, right? Today was October the 1st. We're planning 3 to 5 weeks in advance. So I could schedule hypothetically. I'm not going to do it now. Actually, we'll just do it now. So today is October the 1st. I'm going to schedule it for October 15th. So 2 weeks from today, hypothetically speaking. And what this will do, it would actually populate on our calendar right here, which is really cool. Here's like the priority. I mean, that's based on a personal preference. The media script, with the media script, you want to follow a hook, the meats or the value of the content, and then a call to action as well. Files and media, if you want to attach it to your Google Docs for like a longer script, you can do that as well. Filming location. So let's see what this right here, this test idea would look like on our pipeline and then our calendar. So now moving from the table to the project status. And as we see here, test idea populates up into filming. And each time you work into it, I'm going to reiterate again, you kind of really want to push it down the funnel so you can produce content at a consistent volume over the long term. And let's see where it populates on the calendar. See October, say today was October the 1st. Here's our test video. So October the 15th. You see how within Notion, it's really good and really good to stay organized, how you could plan it into the future like this. So I have my entire video content calendar planned out within Notion right here. And then later you can fill in all this other stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how I set up my social media content calendar within Notion, how you can do the same as well. It takes a bit of playing around to get used to it, but once you do, you kind of get the hang of it and it's really fun to use. You can use this for your business. You can actually use it for your personal life or any kind of temporary projects or plans, such as traveling, such as a weekend get together with friends and so forth. But these are the main things that you want: the table, the status, and the calendar. And that's really how you stay organized. Well, that's it for today's video. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you got a lot of useful information. Hopefully you can do this for yourself as well. And if you'd like, I can include a step-by-step breakdown how you can actually create it from scratch using the bottom right icon. It's Notion AI. So you don't actually have to create it step by step with clicks. Once you get used to it, open up the different tabs and databases. You can actually use AI to streamline that, take out all the manual work, and just kind of populate these 3 ones that you're only going to need for a social media content calendar and planning it moving forward. Anyways, guys, I appreciate your time.